Today, we answer that famous question of what pool deck material is best for your feet. We have a lineup of porcelain, natural stone, pavers, and then some larger natural stones laid on earth so we can get a different idea of temperature versus installation. It is 6 a.m. I went ahead and wet everything down, started it off so we have an even and fair competition today. It is 98 degrees, 9 hours later. We are scorching in the sun. So this should give us a good idea of where these materials fall. Now, keep in mind that when we do mortar materials down, the concrete will act as a heat sink. So let's keep that in mind, and you will see that here shortly, the temperature difference of mortar material versus not mortar. Starting off with our bluestone porcelain. This material is gorgeous, comes in a bunch of different sizes. Let's see, we come in at 132.9. That's actually not too bad. I thought it'd be hotter because it is porcelain and it is man-made, but still a great material if you want to use it around your pool. Let's move to a darker porcelain. Use this on a more modern negative edge pool. Coming at 137, which makes sense. It's a darker pigmentation. Darker it is, the hotter it is. Let's move on to our tan material. Now, this tan material we used at a beautiful pool, very modern. We actually use it as pool deck down into the pool tile, coming at 125. Again, makes sense, lighter material. Let's move to our natural stone. So natural stone, not laid on concrete, just laying out. We have our bluestone, our infamous bluestone at 136.9. Now look at the difference. Remember I said when you put bluestone mortar down, there's going to be a big difference in temperature. So check this out. Being that it's mortared down, it comes in at 123. So that's a big difference in temperature. And it makes sense because, again, that concrete's going to act as a heat sink. This is a Tennessee variegated, lighter in color. So coming in at 130.8, I can see that happening. Again, lighter in color, less heat. Let's move on to our limestone. So this is a limestone. It is lighter in color, but look at that, not much of a difference. And I'm not a big fan of this. It actually turns a little pink over time, but either way, still a great option for coping. Let's move to our travertine. Everyone says travertine's so much cooler. That's not a big temperature difference. We're talking like 4 degrees right there. 125. Now that is a walnut. Let's look at the difference between walnut and silver travertine. Silver travertine is a darker, so there we go, 133. That's an 8-degree difference. That's pretty drastic. And keep in mind that that blue porcelain was actually 132.9. So you can see the difference there. But porcelain and silver travertine, pretty much the same. Let's move on to marble. This is fantastic royal marble. Oh my goodness, 117, 118. That is a significant difference. So keep in mind, marble, yeah, and no, it's not slick. It's an outdoor material. It's made for outdoor. This is a 2-inch coping, but that's a big difference. It looks like marble might be our winner here. Let's move on to some natural stone laid on earth. So again, no concrete, sucking the heat out, 127. This is the Tennessee variegated, but this is the natural version of it. So this is the large steppers that you can get. Again, beautiful stone. Let's move on to pavers. So we have 3 different colors of pavers. This is all Teco block, beautiful stuff. Let's move on to their EVA. This is the Champlain Gray, coming at 132.9. Okay, that's not too bad. That's just about the same as the porcelain. Let's move to their Shale Gray, I believe it is, 136.9. That's a pretty big difference right there. This is Teco Black's darkest color coming in at 141.6. That is very hot. I'm really surprised by that. To give you an example of that heat, this elephant, my little buddy, is coming in at 140. This thing is metal. So that should give you an idea of how hot these materials can get. But I hope that this did help you find your material that you want for your pool deck. And if we can help in any way, please don't hesitate to call us. We are here for anybody that needs help. NRC out.